And welcome back. No.
And we're live.
All right. Just for fun, who wants to give us a recap?
New guy.
Me.
Go.
Okay, well, let's see. When we came back last time, we were fighting a 10-foot tall red metal thing construct. And during the middle of that fight, a Chukoth or something, one of the creatures that dragged us through the back folding came in.
You know, man, that was a solid attempt at the Krumith's name. That was solid.
Yeah, I just pulled up the notes and realized I mispronounced it a little.
Oh well.
Anyway, after talking with the creature, we decided to trust it and found our way towards the library. Along the way, we wandered through a biolab. Nothing much happened there. We did run into the Grand General of the Githyanki army and found out some stuff that he and the army are planning to do. And then, let's see. Then we found the library, found a bunch of books. One of the books told a story about 5 heroes, one of which is Castle, the Warforged.
Or at least, like, maybe his twin.
His father.
I have never met a twin of mine.
Oh,
Well, you don't
little
remember
pig.
anything.
Well, after after that big reveal and some major book thieving, we also freed a fellow prisoner that apparently is from a place that someone's vampire friend is from. And he's tagging along with us through this giant book that the Kunoth is taking us through. And that's basically where we are. Hopefully we didn't just fall into some trap.
Well,
I'm sure we're
Okay,
fine.
corner shreds.
to emphasize the trap part of it, I need one brave soul to roll a D100 for me, please.
Oh, wow.
I've been
Oh
waiting
my gosh.
Ryan,
to roll.
I've never been more afraid of you rolling.
Yeah. I want a 72. Roll it.
25.
Okay.
Wrong side. Wrong side.
You say 25?
25.
I do not like that smile.
I'm so
What,
excited.
what have we done by trusting the Kunoth?
Amazing.
I don't know if it may necessarily be the dude's fault. but we'll see.
Absolutely freaking amazing.
Speaking of which, I realized after last week's session, I don't remember anyone looking for books about Kunoth.
Nope, you didn't. Anyway,
Let's see.
Trying to be more trusting these days.
Sure, they're
If
incredibly
this is what I
friendly.
think it is, I'm gonna be mad.
okay. It may or may not be. All right, I've got some things to read here, guys. As you stand in front of this massive tome, what seems like the night sky dropping away beneath your feet, you feel the Krunith's arm extend around you, gripping both edges of the book and then slowly pulling you towards the book. And as you are pulled, you are then, one by one, sucked in
This isn't gonna
to
help.
the pages. You feel as though your insides are stretched to the point of breaking. Light completely disappears and you are in nothing but painful, black, and dark. Time stops to mean anything. Have you been in this pitch black for hours, months, years? You even start to forget who you are, your adventures, and your friends, new or old. Nothingness is pervading. Then suddenly, as dark as it is around you, you see a hole in front of you, a tear, shining like the sun. As the memories flood your minds and you remember, the light gets brighter and brighter. You can still feel the arm of your newly found Krunith ally propelling you towards this hole, this empty space of light. You clamber out of a bag of holding, landing hard on a wooden floor. Pain strikes you from where you land, and as you open your eyes, you find flickering lights shining through dirty windows. The light is illuminating tables and shelves stocked with assorted items. So for those of you who want to, you turn around and you see that the bag of holding you came out of is hanging on a wooden peg next to a variety of other bags of all shapes and sizes. A low din of chatter and laughter comes from outside as a group of shadows darken the windows for a second and then move past to some other nighttime activity. It seems that you have found yourselves in some sort of a shop. You stand there now with Solthrun to your right and the Krunith behind you. What do you do?
I don't have a mouth, but if I did, it'd feel really funny.
Yeah, that's an accurate description.
Yeah, for Chance, Wrath, and Charles, you have like the taste of cotton in your mouth. Nasty, like you just woke up after breathing heavily through your mouth all night.
I can't believe it's like I ate 5 million saltines.
I feel dusty.
Where am I?
You are dusty.
Where are we? What is this place?
Oh no, that's just.
I'm going to do like a quick 360 scan, and then when I lock eyes on the Croony, I'm going to be like, "Where did you send us?"
Yeah, that's a good question. Where are we?
The Krunith looks around. I'm not the one who sent you anywhere.
Oh, right.
You
we have a
chose the
point.
page.
Quick question: is there any way to prevent that people coming out of one of those? And I point to the bag of holding.
I know of little magic, but none that would help with that.
Fantastic, wonderful. All right.
Just a thought. What if we like turned the bag of holding inside out, if we ever had one?
Well, then that would just.
It just dumps
Yeah, I was like,
them on the floor.
But does that render it unusable?
I think it does.
no,
There's a bag of holding.
I think if you flipped it inside out, you would unleash the astral plane into whatever realm
No,
your world,
that's not what-
like room you're
That's if
in.
you put a bag of holding in another bag of holding, then it explodes.
You create a wormhole to the astral plane when you do that.
We could just sell them. They're probably worth a lot of money.
Oh, I just thought of something. Kunith, do you have
My
a name?
is Bugda.
Bugda.
Manda?
Bugda.
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 Bugga?
Bugda.
Bugda.
B-U-G-D-A.
Yeah, Bugda.
Okay.
At least that's how I spell it in my head.
Okay.
It's a
Thanks,
Bugda.
Bugda. Thanks for helping us get away from that place, but I don't remember if anyone ever asked, why are you helping us again?
Oh, that's a good question.
My
Yes.
people are just slaves. There are few who will fight back. but I am one of those few.
Okay.
I appreciate
You
it.
hear
It's good enough
as
for
it's
me.
talking, its breath gets more and more shallow almost as it's breathing in and out and speaking at the same time. This realm is not for me. I must return.
Yeah, you do that.
Yeah.
Have a good trip
Yeah.
or something.
Save your strength. We'll see you on the other
Cool.
side.
No, we won't.
Probably
we probably won't see you again, but we will try to fight against your captors. Who knows? Yada yada yada.
It
And I
sounds
might come ask you to help more later. And
Not against that.
it turns,
Yeah.
you see as it shoves its way into the hanging bag of holding, which, by the way, doesn't droop with the weight. The lip opens wider than it normally does, and then collapses on itself. And
That's cool as heck. I want to know how to do that.
you hear Soltharoon in the background. Is this a place that you're used to?
No. We don't know.
Looks
where
like
we
a
are
shop instead, right?
Who pointed? Who
Is there
did
a
the
door?
point?
What?
Who pointed in the end? Like someone had to point at the picture, right?
I was flipping pages and Castle was looking at it using his fast reading brain, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, my
Castle
my
clicked it.
photogenic brain, I was like...
So maybe it's somewhere Castle has been. Let's get out of here, I guess.
Let's mosey.
Yeah.
And then for meta knowledge, if you turn a bag of holding inside out, it doesn't destroy it.
It just dumps everything out.
It dumps everything out, and then you have to flip it the other way for it to be functional again.
Really? So turning it inside out renders it useless, technically.
It becomes
Okay.
a bag. Yeah.
Huh.
Okay. But
But
in
we
character, we probably don't know.
that. Yeah.
No, I'm proficient in Arcana. I know things.
That's true. Sage background. I might know something or two about a bag of holding. We'll see.
Okay.
Anyway,
It would look
Replicate
weird
bag
if
of
like
holding, I probably
6
know.
people walked out and one of them asked where we were. Huh?
Maybe we should do one person. I'll go.
Wait, where you said that we're in a shop? Are we like the back of a shop?
We're like
or
in a
is it
closet or
empty?
something, right?
Like a
no,
closet?
you're in like the main floor of a shop. Like there's all of the different items and things that are to be sold. So you're on the sales floor basically.
But
Is
there's
there-
no
is there
other
anybody
people.
Oh
here?
wait.
It looks nighttime outside.
Oh, so maybe the shop's
Ooh.
closed.
Anybody want to do a heist?
No.
Are we gonna be locked
Castle,
in
it's
here?
not allowed. Do we recognize this
I'm
place?
gonna.
How many? I need to replace my
You-
stuff.
Go ahead and make a. No, you wouldn't. You do not recognize this place
Would
at all.
Castle recognize this place?
No.
Oh, dang it.
Yeah.
It's
Let's
it's
go
just a
out before
shop
we
to
get
me.
in trouble or something.
yeah. Let's
How to
Look
explain
for a
the
back
amount of
door.
a bag of holding?
What kind of shop does this look like, by the way?
Make a perception check
All right.
with disadvantage because it is a little bit darker in here.
I know how to get to things.
Oh yeah, for sure. What's the name of the creature that helped us again? One more time.
Crew- Yeah. How do you spell that?
Bugda, Bugda, and Krunith is Krunith.
I'm sorry, was that
Uh,
B-U-G?
Is there any way I can look around something that can pick locks?
Bugda, D-A.
The A. Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
17 and a 9. So 9.
9. It's hard to tell. There are a lot of there's a variety of items in here. You see bags. You see, you do see some weaponry on one side. You see, bits and bobs like baubles and what almost looks like knickknacks, like a curio store almost. But it's hard to tell exactly what
Can I
kind of.
search
Come
for
back
some-
here in the daytime, but shall
Um,
skedaddle.
Yeah. Let's get out of here. Let's.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go look for a back door. I'm looking for a back door or a
I
side
think
door.
that's
or...
smart. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Don't wanna.
You know, just
Yeah,
bust
I'm,
out
ju-
the front door.
I'm
and
just gonna
they're
start
like,
walking
how did you get
along.
in there?
Yeah, I'm just gonna start walking along, looking for a way out that is not the front door.
Easy enough, actually. You do find that real quick. There we go. You do find that the store it's quite open in the main shop front, but then in the back there's all these little tight corridors that kind of go to different storage rooms and things like that. But they all kind of it's all in succession, and you make it to the end of that little row, and there is a door to the outside there.
All right. I'm just gonna peek out real quick, guys. Okay. So I'm gonna try the doorknob first. Is it locked?
You see a couple of locks that are done on the inside from where you're at.
Okay. Ooh, I got an idea. I can, let me give you a hand, and I will cast Mage Hand. And it's like, I'll leave this here, we'll walk through, and then I can relock everything.
Good thinking.
I have
It'll
Mage
be
Hand
like we were
too.
never here.
All right, I apologize. Give me 2 seconds. Gotta help my wife get my kid down. Be right back.
I'm so happy I took Mage Hand. Oh my god.
Right?
I did too.
Wait, you did too? Dang.
Yeah, I have Mage Hand.
It's very
Mage
useful.
hand, good.
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
I
I
took
didn't-
Mage Hand because 2 hands is just not enough working in a forge when I need to create things.
Yeah.
Actually, I ended up taking Mage Hand as well. Yeah.
It's a good spell. Everyone can use Mage Hand. It's always
Yeah.
handy.
Prestidigitation. I have that.
Gotta have
Same here.
prestidigitation.
Like traveling on the road, it makes life easier.
You can clean yourself with
Yeah.
it. You can make food
Gotta
taste good
have
with it.
Really, I didn't realize that was a feature.
Oh, prestidigitation does crap.
Just about
ton of stuff.
everything. Yeah.
Yeah. You're like cool.
I can do a lot of that
warm,
just by tinkering, but because I have magical
I'm
tinkering, I can
imagining-
make
imagining
I
you
can make
tinkering on an
signposts
iron
and
bar.
things.
Like hitting sparks into food. Like, yeah, try that. Just metal flakes in there. Like,
Yeah.
You never thought iron would do anything, but it tastes great.
Yeah, I can hit stuff with my axe.
that's true. True. Who needs a third hand when you can hit stuff 4 times in a row?
I'm like really like sad that I didn't install a GPS system into Risa now.
How would you even do that? Like, there's no
Locate.
satellites.
Locate creature.
Yeah, but locate
Yeah.
creature's 1,000 feet, not 1,000 miles.
That's true.
No, I think it's
Scry,
5
perhaps?
miles actually. Locate creature is within 5 miles.
Scry would do it.
Scry would do it.
Scry will do it. Yeah.
If
Then
we
again,
gave-
Scry doesn't give you a distinct direction. It just shows you as things are.
Wait, I'm so curious. Oh man, I have to go to the. What was that link, by the way, to do the 5e tools? Is it still there?
It should still be one of the top
it
links.
should be up a bit.
Oh, there it is.
But I wonder, are you able to enchant stuff with spells that someone else is casting? Like, can I assist you with creation by giving you the scry spell as you tinkered into a magical object? Or is that not exactly how it works?
Nah, that can work. That's how I built my gun. Is I literally created an infusion in it while I was making it.
Yeah. So maybe I
Hence
could help.
why it
like,
has
move
magic
scry
bullets.
into Risa.
I pinned
It'd probably
the
be
new
limited
5e
past.
tools link in the pinned messages, so you
Ah,
just have to
perfect.
go there.
Thank you. Here, I'm gonna actually check to see what's scry. I'm just curious because I'm like,
It's a handy
I
one.
have a tool that can actually hold on to a lot of things.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a 5th level definition. Yeah, there's no way I can use that.
Well, essentially, can you build a ring of spell holding, so to speak?
Yes, I can
Like,
actually.
and because that can be up to 5th level.
I can. Well, I can make a ring of. Well, I can make a ring of spell holding as one of my infusions for
Spell
free.
storing
Exactly.
item.
Yeah. So you make a spell
Store a
storing
spell on
item.
an object. Whenever you finish a long rest, you can touch one simple or martial weapon or one item that you can use as a spellcasting focus, and you store a spell in it, choosing a first or second level spell from the Artificer spell list that requires one action to cast.
So it's not exactly making a Ring of Spell Storing, because that can be up to 5th level.
Wait, that's spell storing item. That's different. Spell storing item is my 11th. Yeah, is my 11th level skill. But one of my infusions known is refueling ring.
Oh.
I can make a spell refueling ring.
Let me see
So that's probably the best.
And it says,
just built it.
While wearing this ring, the creature can recover one expended spell slot as an action. The recovered slot can be a 3rd level or lower. Once used, the ring can't be used until the next. Oh, never mind. That just refuels your spell. Still very useful, though.
I mean, Ring of Spell Storing, they're pretty common enough as far as magic items go. So if we ever find
we have one.
Do we?
Oh, it was in our bag of holding. Never mind, we don't have it.
We don't have what?
Ring of Spell Storing? Did we ever have it?
No, I have it. I've been wearing it.
Oh, okay.
I always wear it, and I have a 5th level counter spell in it at all times.
Yeah, that's smart. Yeah.
Except for when you give it to Wrath for his excursion.
Yeah. The things that I always have on my person are my Deck of Illusions, my Ring of Spell Storing, my Ring of Temporal Salvation, and probably the Hat of Disguise as well.
I need to make some sort of filter that shows what I have in my bag and what I don't.
My Wand of the War.
I just basically assume anything heavy I'm not carrying.
Wait, question. Does an all-purpose weapon require attunement?
A martial? A what?
The all-purpose
I think it does, actually.
Tool?
Probably.
Oh, perfect. I'm fine with it. So then I have that, and I have the boots as my 2 attunements, and I can hold 2 more.
Nice.
Because I can hold 4 attunements. And once I get to 14th level, I can actually attune 5 items. I could just be decked out and just be like, I am attuned to the Masters of Mayhem. At that point, I could put on boots, armor, gauntlets, a ring, and have some specialized weapon all on my personage.
You become the main protagonist.
Yeah. Put on the entire armor. Technically, if I had a sword, if I had a shield, armor, a helmet, and boots. The whole armor. Right there. You can neither penetrate my mind, my defenses, nor can you resist my onslaught. And I am faster than you. Ha! Actually, yeah, because I have acrobatic boots. So I threw on some sort of strength armor. Dude, I'm just thinking about a Captain America
spot or an extra item for now. I do still have the Ring of Truth Telling that I don't have attuned. Gives you advantage on insight checks.
Except I'm not very I don't look into people very often.
Or are you attuned to, I should say. You don't have to tell us which one, you just give us a number.
Pretty sure I'm not attuned to anything.
You get you some magic items on.
Heck yeah, dude.
Yeah, well, at least I don't... +1 weapon and +1 armor don't require attunement, right?
I don't think so.
Depends.
No.
Type, but
it depends on what they do.
Just a generic +1.
Armor does not require attunement. +1 weapon does not require attunement now.
Okay, then no attunements.
Sweet.
Although if I remember right...
Wait, what's your AC?
Let's see. With the choices I was given, +1 leather armor, so with the dexterity modifier, 15.
Oh, hey, that's me too, actually.
Okay. Yeah, you're decent. I'm just thinking of what I would infuse into you to make you better.
Well, it can't be the armor since my armor is already magical, right?
Yeah, probably not.
No, yeah. It has to be non-magical item.
Right.
But I essentially turn magical.
Yeah. Well, it's
like my gun.
Well, it's my longbow that's the +1 actually.
Oh.
So my scimitar is regular if the non-packed weapon one. If you.
Yeah.
Oh, I could give you. Oh, dude, I can make it so you
Although-
can throw your stars and always come back to your hand.
Technically, it is magical. Your
Wait, what is?
packed weapon.
Your pack.
Oh, yeah, I was trying to
pack
but he's
weapon
talking
is,
about
but
his
it's
normal
offhand.
scimitar.
I was trying to say my non-packed
Yeah.
weapon is regular.
Okay.
The scimitar.
Charles also has
Yeah.
a crossbow.
Wait, you do have an attunement then. Your packed weapon is an attunement,
No,
isn't
it's
it?
not. No.
No.
It's class feature.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Wait, but if you had a packed weapon that was a magical weapon that you had attunement on, oh my gosh.
You can make something. You can make a magical weapon your
Yeah.
packed weapon. I just remembered. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude. God.
Whether I will or not probably depends on what magic weapons I come across
Yeah.
later.
Exactly.
True.
All right.
Ooh.
How would that impact things if I did it anyway? I don't know.
Okay.
So I think we were talking about someone using Mage Hand to lock the door after we all came
Indeed,
out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And my thinking was,
Peek out.
after unlocking the door, peek out without opening it all the way.
Sure. Go ahead and make a. Oh. Go ahead and make
I
a.
feel like that'd be a dex.
Go make a
For
perception.
what?
check.
Ooh.
Perception. Advantage or disadvantage?
You have the no.
Oh, yeah, I have
It's
devil
regular.
sight, so
Just regular.
Hey, not to roll to one.
Whoa.
I don't know if I keep getting good rolls.
Nice.
Wow.
All right.
He is all seeing innocent.
Dang.
So let's see here. It'd be
Spider crawling along the top of the woods windowsill is noticeable by chance.
all right. So you look out the door. You crack it open just a tiny bit, undo all the locks, and just look out. It looks like it opens up onto an alley. It seems empty, and as you listen, you don't hear any footsteps, any talking, anything within the alley itself. There are people on other sides of the alleys. It sounds like it's a pretty eventful night. It is night. You look up and you do see a starlit sky. And peeking above the building across from you, which is probably a solid 15 feet, 10 to 15 feet, somewhere around there, you can actually see a set of mountains, just the tips of mountains in the distance, but not too far away. And then with a natural 20, just because, natural 20, you catch a smell, something that you haven't smelled. I mean, you're used to it because you are from a coastal region. It's the smell of the ocean. Smell the brine. You can even hear faintly over the noises of this whatever city this is. You can hear the waves. You recognize bells in the distance of possibly a harbor.
Odo, I don't think we're in Mayheim anymore.
So yeah, I'm gonna bring my head back in and say, guys, it sounds and smells like we are in a harbor, town, or city of some kind. So watch out.
Maybe
Just
if we
Watch
just
out for
find
what?
a place to sleep, so I can eat
Just
some
watch out
soft-
for like seagulls, and saltwater.
Yes.
Shall we go sailing?
I know. Hopefully it's... I know. Okay, I'm
Well,
gonna
please
step
be
out now,
lost in,
and
so-
I'm gonna step out into the alley now and keep watch while the others come out.
Okay.
I'm also gonna keep an eye out to make sure that Soul Ruth comes out with us. What's his name again?
Soul
Thrune.
I'm gonna like Emperor's New Groove Kronk against the wall.
All right. Are you guys being completely sneaky about this, or
Yeah, I'm gonna.
I'm trying to.
then
Trying
go
to be
for
discreet.
a solid what's it called? A solid stealth check from everybody.
Everybody.
For
Alright, so everyone rolls it.
For Mr. Danky Donko, it is.
I'm like
14.
sauntering stealthing, by the way. Because that's just what I do.
18.
23.
Okay, sorry. 18, 23, natural 1. Charles?
1 second.
You're good. Donko, what'd you roll?
14.
14. Okay.
Stealth.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not really stealthing so much as I'm just like clunk. Alright, we're here.
Yeah, pretty much.
19.
19. Okay. You guys almost all of you slip out of this back door pretty quietly. Castle, as you're coming out of the door, you look up and you see the mountains, and you don't realize that there's a step and then another step down from this building, and you just go onto the ground. Makes a lot of noise, but as you guys freeze and kind of Donko does the against the wall, there doesn't seem to be anybody who notices or anybody who
Good enough. Yeah.
Okay, let's close the door, lock it, and
Cadoodle.
figure out what time we're in.
Does anybody have any money?
Any monkey?
That's what I heard.
Money. No, money.
Oh
like,
yeah,
I'm just
I'm
like,
loaded. I'm loaded.
Yeah. Wait, why do you
Yeah, I've got
ask?
quite a bit.
just wondering, because we're going to be on the road a while. Because I saw the mountains. It's like, yeah, we got a far journey, and I got no gear.
Well, but first we gotta figure out where we are. That'll be very important.
Well,
Yes.
Because
nosy into the street. Merge into the crowd. You said it seems to be a busy night, like there's some sort of event, right?
As you get to the end of the alleyway, just to kind of see out, I wouldn't say there's an event, but you do see quite a few people walking by, either alone or in groups. By the way, as you are leaving, you hear the door behind you, and all the locks lock up.
From the mage hand.
Home security.
You didn't do
I would
anything.
like to-
You didn't do anything with the mage hand.
I need to learn how they did that.
Raph?
So I'd like to, as politely as I can, find the nearest person and ask them where we are. Where I am. I'm not going to like bring the other sentinels into it.
Okay. You see an elderly, not really elderly, a middle-aged man, half elven, hair kind of in long dreadlocks coming down his back. As he looks at you and you ask your question. A little much on the ale tonight, eh? I'm right there with you. I know what you mean. I'm wondering where I am too.
Where are we all,
Oh,
really?
I'm
in this
serious.
world?
Where am I?
I am too. This is not my street. I think I might have gone one more over. And he just pukes on the ground in front of you.
Okay.
And then just stumbles away.
Charles
wasn't
will ask
helpful.
someone he thinks is
Is
not
sober.
drunk.
Okay. Think of,
Is that really so hard? Because on my mission, I could tell.
in this instance, you do see that a lot of people are drunk around here. There seems to be, especially coming from your right hand side down this alleyway, or not the alleyway, the street. There seems to be some sort of a bar or something off in that direction. But someone coming from the left doesn't seem too drunk or drunk at all.
Hello, my good man. I'm a little misplaced due to a magical mishap. Could you tell me what city this is and what country?
He's a younger man. He has kind of a shaven, buzzed head, human looking, but very dark skinned. And he looks up at you, because he's actually quite a bit shorter than you. He goes, "Magic? I don't know magic, but if it's been mishap, I think it would be good to know that you are in the island city of Malprai."
Can you spell that for me?
Island City?
How did you say Mao?
Malprai.
Malprai.
Malpry.
Okay, Malprai.
Good luck finding
He's shorter than Charles.
And he goes off towards the bar.
Have any of you heard of Malprai? Have I heard of Malprai?
For the two non-amnesiacs, I need both of you to make history checks.
Oh my gosh, I'm good at that!
Was
I'm
that?
a sage who's done a lot of studying.
It doesn't ring a bell
background.
to you, to be honest.
Okay.
I got a total of 16.
16, okay.
Oh wait, there it is. Okay, what's my plus? Right, it's awesome. I got a total of 27.
That sounds like a Charles history check.
Dang, yeah, okay.
Plus 10 to history.
So both of you have heard of Malprai. It's an island in the let me get here. It's an island in the middle of the Tiber Sea. Smallish technically in size, but it seems to be its own functioning what's it called? Like nation. It's like a city-state by itself. The entire, both of you, you do remember that you've heard that the entire island is nothing but city, from one side to the next. Charles, with your ridiculous high roll, you also remember hearing tales of it, because it's not too far from where you're from.
Oh no.
When I say not too far, it's probably a 2-3 month boat trip north. So far in a sense.
A hop, skip, and a boat right away.
Yeah.
But if it's that far away from where I'm from, how far it is away from Okoria?
You're not sure.
Not getting my bag of heads back anytime soon, am I?
You also, Charles, you've heard rumors that the island itself is in the shape of an 8-pointed star.
With the mountains in the middle? Or on the
With
outside?
the mountains in the middle.
Okay.
And
in Australia.
You remember hearing sailors boast about how the island was formed by the gods in the shape of a compass to remind those who live there that their hearts need to be in the right direction. You also know that it is very much a party town, party city,
Everybody,
pretty much.
welcome to Rio.
Fantastic. Okay.
Crazy thoughts. But we did just go through a weird portal thing.
Yeah.
Did we have someone ask, like, what year and month and day it is?
I'm not
Might
too
be a
worried
good
about
idea.
that, but sure.
I mean, time is convoluted anyway.
Unless there's like some such thing as newspaper or some equivalent.
You're not
Apparently,
sure
I've been around for thousands of years.
Sorry, say that again?
I was going to say, you're not sure in this city if there is some sort of newspaper or news headline.
No.
I say we find a tavern.
Yep.
We get some rest.
How
and
much
then
money do we
find
have
out-
on our person?
I have like a pile, quite a bit. 700 something.
Let me see.
It
Yeah,
wasn't.
I've got a couple.
283. I'm pretty good. Okay.
So it wasn't in whatever bag of holding you had before?
I wouldn't assume.
The only
No,
thing I
I-
have in my bag of holding is human heads and armor and heavy
I
stuff.
made it a
Speaking of
rule
which-
that
Missing a
anything
lot of my
below my
gold
bag
bits.
of holding was in my bag of holding.
I had a traveling
idea.
forge in my bag
That's
of
a
holding.
good idea.
I'm
Gonna
sad it's
reorganize
gone.
I just
Most of my
realized.
tools are gone.
So we don't have those bags with us. I just realized, do we?
No.
No.
We do not.
I am gonna be in trouble if I don't get this figured out for me.
Okay, so
Oh. I don't know about you guys, but I do have some assignment I'll need to get done and once we figure
Alright.
out more of what we're doing.
I have an idea. One of the many spells my good patron has given me access to is a teleportation circle spell. I
You can
don't
do
know.
teleportation.
No, I need a circle pre-made by someone, and then a circle to the place pre-made. That's difficult, and
I could make
Probably.
you a circle.
no, it's
No,
not.
draw a circle on the stand.
It's not that.
Wait,
easy.
did we ever build a circle anywhere?
No, we couldn't have. It takes a year of casting it in the same place.
Yeah. It's a bit of work. Just a bit.
But like, if we somehow figured out how to do that, ooh, who's the
You're
strongest?
telling us we're
wizard
going to be on
we
this
know?
island for a year?
Probably
the
the guy with
strongest?
us, right?
Yeah, the
probably
strongest
pretty
wizard we
strong.
know. Josh, even. No, Trask. Trask will come to the rescue.
Trask.
I'll just visit him in his dream tonight.
Oh, that's a good idea. That
You can visit anyone in the entire world. Nice.
So remind me, who's Trask again?
He's our
Trask?
vampire sponsor.
Yeah.
That is a good
Sponsor.
way
So
of
he's
putting
in
it.
charge of what you guys do.
You know, no one's really in charge of what we do. That would be, yeah, no, that's not a thing. But
No.
he
That'd be a
does
whole lot
help
more
us,
Let's just say
and he
managing
does
this
give us
supports our
work.
endeavors.
What about the wizard guy that's with us?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Are you a wizard,
Fulton.
friend?
You turn towards where Solthrum was standing, and he is gone.
Wonderful.
Always do this to me.
You don't see any traces of him, and you don't remember when he left.
Well, I'll visit him in his dream too.
I bring locate.
By that you mean you're sending me into some of them.
Maybe. It's gonna
Oh, I
take a
did
night
bring
for
a
me to get my dream spell, and then I'll just have to spend a crap ton of time trying to contact anybody.
That's a what?
Humanoids count as creatures, right? For locate creature spell.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
cast Locate Creature on him.
On Sultran?
Yeah. I just want to know where he went, if he...
You cast it, and you take a second to focus on the person that you had met. And it's 1,000 feet?
1,000 feet, and it's the specific creature known to me, or if I can't find him, the nearest creature of that specific kind. I don't think it works that way on people, but...
I'll say for this, you do feel him about... Does it give you just a direction?
Creature's moving, you know the direction of its movement.
Okay. East.
East, about how far? Ish.
Somewhere around 800 feet.
He is booking it.
Donko, if you want to try and fly and catch up to him,
yeah,
I trust you enough to find and talk to someone.
I can do that. I wild shape into a giant eagle and...
Maybe not that big. Okay.
Okay.
It's my fastest. It's my fastest flying creature. I can.
Wait,
move
how fast is that eagle? How fast is that eagle fly?
60.
I think it's 80.
Let me double check. Giant
80.
eagle character sheet.
Yeah, that's stupid fast.
80. Yeah, 80 feet.
Yeah.
With dash.
Okay.
You know, it'd actually just be hard for anybody to tell what you are, I feel.
Okay,
So it's about how fast Usain Bolt can run. I did.
How long does Locate Creature last?
10 minutes.
Oh, well then you can keep that up concentrating.
Locate Creature is an hour concentration.
Is it an hour?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Locate Creature up to an hour. Yep.
Cool.
And
All
you
right.
keep concentrating on it while the bird.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, are the rest of us gonna keep moving in that direction?
No, I'm gonna say we find a tavern. We're not getting off this island tonight, so let's try and find somewhere to stay.
That sounds
find you guys
so
out.
nice right now.
Wait, so we're
Use
just
a drink,
letting
some food.
we're just letting the druid go off on
Yeah,
his
yeah,
own
he's
to-
got it. He's fine, I'm sure.
Yeah.
against
Let the
some
party-
wizard
let the
guy that
party-
we
let
only
the
just.
party.
Buddy.
Let the party.
You guys
He
are
seems
sure
like a
he's
nice
not gonna
guy.
get take a
It's
nice guy
hard
who
to
just
capture
disappeared
Donko.
when we're not
It's
looking?
very difficult to capture Donko. If Donko
Slippery
gets
lad.
in any trouble, he'll just turn into something and fly away. I hope.
You guys
sure
are.
it's fine.
So,
We can't keep
You
up with him
guys-
anyway. Like 80 feet.
you guys go off. The four of you go off to find a tavern. You do manage to find one. Let me pull up my notes here. You find one down a couple of streets. It's actually quite a nicer area. Once you get past the bars and this area, you kind of get out into more. It's not residential, but there's a lot of taverns, a lot of things. You find one that actually overlooks a section of the ocean, a part of the bay itself. It's called the. What was it?
Don't forget for
There it is. It's called the Golden Corn.
the golden corn.
Yep.
Sounds delicious. Nice and buttery, salty.
And how would an island nation know about corn? Is my question.
Islands can grow corn.
Pretty sure anything
And there's
can grow corn.
and there's imports.
That's the best part about corn. It can grow just about anywhere.
Imports.
Really, though? You do
All
notice
right.
as you are kind of looking out towards the ocean that there are a lot of ships in this harbor. Like, a lot. Dozens upon dozens on just this one side. So it seems like there is quite a bit of sea-based trading going on.
That could be a definite way back.
Yeah.
Is there anybody who seems to be like a harbor master nearby?
Not nearby, no.
Okay.
You're kind of in the inn section of this part of
It's evening time, isn't it?
What?
It's evening time, isn't it?
It's nighttime. You look up and the
Yeah.
moon
Oh,
is
yeah, it's nighttime. Yeah.
the moon's very high.
Okay.
So
There's
Here's what I
people
say.
trading at night.
Let's
What?
He asked if there's people trading at night.
Yeah, there's people trading at night.
Well, there's just a ton of ships out there. It doesn't mean they're trading right now. It means that they're docked, they're anchored.
Oh, okay.
Out in harbor.
So we can see that there is trade here. Okay.
I say we get a tavern, we get an inn, we book it for, I don't know, 2 nights, maybe a night, but just a night for now, and then or attempt to at least. And then
let's go.
Promptly after, we can try and find a harbor master, see how long a trip it is back to Okoria.
Whoa. Did you just say Okoria?
That's the continent we were on, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm not there. I was gonna ask something.
Because that's where we were taken from. I'm fairly certain.
Yeah, where were you taken from?
Yeah, where were you, Chance?
Have you heard of the Jaradal Peninsula?
Have I?
Or I guess I should ask. Have you heard of the continent of? Oh, what's the name?
Aiden.
Yes, Aiden. Top of the world.
Yeah. So Charles, you do recognize the name, the continent, or the continent of Aiden. It's basically where the polar ice cap is on Earth.
Oh, okay.
That's where it is on Unaria. But you've never heard of this peninsula he's talking about.
Wow, that sounds very far away. Is that where you were?
Yes. And one of the reasons I was taken by the Kunith was I was transporting a bag of holding for someone else.
I see. How important, how much money is this bag of holding worth to you? Or how important is it? Because
I would say my top priority would be to figure out either how to relocate it and deliver it, or find someone to tell about it.
Now that we can do easier.
Yeah, we can arrange that.
If you know somebody who's in the nearby area of where you were taken, I can visit someone in a dream, tell them your problem, or actually no, I can send you to someone else's dream to take care of it. Even better.
And there's like no range on that?
Nope.
No.
A
If you know the person, you can get in
known
the
to
dream.
me.
Warlock magic.
Technically, you have access to that spell too.
I don't think it's
So
on my
that
list.
guy that's in that other plane, we could technically visit his dream.
No, we can't.
It limited to this plane.
Limited
Why?
to this plane of existence.
Wait, so it could be on another planet.
So
Yeah.
We can have Martian men having from us.
excuse me, what is a Martian?
No, I know.
While he tries to describe what a Martian is, Donko, flying over the city, you still can feel the ping, the ping of where this creature is, the Solthrun. And as you glide over houses, and you get a little bit of a view of what this section of the town looks like. You see older buildings combined with newer buildings in some areas, you see a mountain looming before you, split into 4 jagged spires that kind of lean towards each other in the center. And in the middle, you do see between this gap, this crevice within the mountain, you do see a castle built at the heart. But then you turn and you arc and you fly up a little bit higher to get a better vantage point to find Solthrune, and you see that truly the entirety of everything that you can see is nothing but city. And it's fairly big. It's probably the biggest city you've ever been in.
That's
we're like in further than
to be
Durham.
fair, that's not a very high bar, but I'm
True.
sure it's true.
And as you're looking through all of this, there is your eagle ears pick up a scream down below. You realize that you are just right directly above where your ping of Solthrune is, and you dive down. Actually, I'm not going to tell you what you do.
No, I would dive down.
Okay.
Is the scream located the exact same spot, more or less?
More or less, yeah.
Yeah, I'm diving.
You dive down, and as you pull up and land on the top of this kind of a flat roofed building, you realize that your ping of Solthrune is gone. But as you look down, you see a crowd gathered around a couple of what look like bodies on the ground.
Several bodies.
Several. What do you do?
Before we're paying attention to the bodies, do I notice anyone walking away from the incident instead of walking towards it?
Not specifically, no. Make a perception check.
Okay. Not much. Plus a whole lot though. So wow, actually, dirty 20.
Dirty 20? Wow. All right.
Yep. I got a lot of perception.
You don't see anybody walking away in like a furtive direction. There are people walking to and from there. It's not like everybody's gathered around this collection of bodies, but it's
no one seems to be like inherently ignoring it and just walking away.
No, you see most heads turn towards the crowd, and then some people just shrug and keep walking. What do you do?
With my new eagle eyeballs, can I tell how they died, more or less? Are they like drained? Vampire-like?
It is very, very hard to see anything around. Like, imagine there's just a crowd of people surrounding just a donut of people around these bodies, and so you're kind of off to one side.
I'm going to swoop in from above so the crowd disperses a bit.
Okay.
Over it until they back up, and I'm going to unwild shape into the middle.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Well, okay.
Donko wants to know what's going on.
Fair enough.
Donko is donking.
Easy enough. You fly down, and the people, some of them are so focused on the bodies they don't hear or notice you coming until some of their friends do notice and start pulling them away. And you see there's a decent size circle that has opened up around the bodies. As you fall 10 feet, and I'll say you take 1 point of bludgeoning damage as you drop. There we go.
I'll do a little superhero landing.
Yeah, 3-point landing. Call it good. Yeah. one hand out,
Of course.
Yeah. You look around and you see 2 people in the livery of what look like town guards, or at least they're wielding halberds and have like a breastplate on, and kind of a an old Spanish-style metal cap with the row rimmed around the middle.
No one expects.
Or no, the rim on the outside.
No one expects Spanish Inquisition, Max. I'm just gonna hold my hand up. Don't worry, I'm a medic, and I'm going to try. Basically, I technically
pretty much are.
Make a persuasion check with advantage, because in this instance they're not sure what to think.
What do I have? Like negative $1 billion.
He did say with advantage.
Negative 2, so 10.
He said.
Oh.
Well, he said with advantage.
Yeah.
Did you roll twice? Okay, good. Just
I
double
did.
checking.
The other one was a natural 3, so.
So 10.
10 total. Yeah.
Let's see.
I mean, it's not like I'm lying or anything. I'm a doctor.
No, you're not. They look at you and they look at each other. These two guards, and one of them puts his halberd at the ready and no phony business, all right?
No phony business.
Yeah. I'm very magical. I'm going to just ascertain their method of death.
Medicine check, please.
Ooh.
Okay, these are my good ones. Shazam! Nice. Medicine is plus.
You can cast guidance.
A lot.
It's a little late, but you can cast guidance
I
on yourself.
have a +9 to medicine, so that is 7. So 16.
16. All right. You start to look over the bodies just at a distance, not wanting to arise any suspicions or whatnot. And first thing you do notice is that the faces are contorted in pain and already starting to just freeze up. They're both dead.
Two people?
2 people.
Okay.
It looks like male and female. One's human, one's half-elf, it looks like. As you look and try and figure out what's going on, you do see blood coming from a wound on the head. And as you
the contortion of pain isn't tied to bludgeoning death, it's more like torture kind of pain.
As you look closer at the wound, you see not bludgeoning. You see a hole. About this big.
No.
Donko, you've never seen anything like this before.
Oh yes, we have in the.
Not any wound like this.
But we have seen what can cause it. Because we
True.
had a flayer head, and we played with the needle.
Yeah, didn't that happen in the dream at some point? No, it didn't.
Yeah, we played with the needle and learned how to work, and we've been reading about mind flayers. I think Donko can extrapolate that he'd be a mind flayer prisoner.
Make an intelligence check. Check. I'll give you advantage because you guys have been studying this.
18 plus intelligence, you said?
Yep.
Plus 2, so dirty 20 again.
Wow. Yes, this is a mind flayer wound, and as you move the head just a little bit, you notice on the inside that there is no brain matter. There's nothing there.
I'm going to turn to the guard.
Completely empty.
There was a very dangerous creature on the loose in the city. It eats the minds of its victims. You need to put the entire town on guard now. And I show them the hole.
They look down. What are you?
What am I? I'm just a tree, man.
Tree.
They kind of shake their heads and did anyone? They start questioning the crowd. Did anyone see what happened? And one of the members of the crowd kind of steps forward. You see a human man, kind of gaunt features. As he walks up, I saw. It was awful. I don't see it. This thing. It was human, but then it turned into something else, and it just started attacking this couple. And one of the guards walks over and puts his hand on his shoulder. It's all right, son. We'll get questions. We'll get answers for you. We'll get answers. And you see everyone here is just majorly flustered.
I get the attention of the guard once more, and I cannot stress enough how much danger everyone here is in.
They kind of look around. Until this is settled, you, and he points at you, Donko, are not allowed to leave town.
Of course not. In fact, I think you'll be seeing more of us.
Oh no. That's a promise, not a threat.
We seem to be here for a bit, so where would be the place that I would go to talk to whoever's in charge? Just all the charge, everybody.
All the charge, everybody, everywhere.
Lord Okatalox is in charge of this, of the Eastern Port. You'll find her. Well, you'll find him and his wife, and he kind of points up towards the mountain a little bit, and you can see there is actually a smaller manor up on a hill over in that direction. The guard headquarters is over there as well. Why don't you and I guess your group come there tomorrow morning, and we'll get things settled.
I can do that. I'm going to cast another locate creature, this time Mind Flayer.
You nod to the
down, Josh. I'm chasing him down.
No, you're good. You nod to the guard, and you start casting a spell. And as soon as it goes off, you wait until you can get that ping, and there's nothing.
I just want fast, dude. Don't forget what I said, and then I'm just going to turn into a bird and fly away again.
Can't you cast Locate Creature again to find, like your group? So you can... Because we didn't tell you where we're going.
I have more. Oh, I'll cast it again before
just to make it easier to find us.
Yeah.
So we were talking about what Martians were during this time?
Absolutely.
They're
a Martian.
They're people who work on a marsh.
No,
on
I
another
could have
planet.
sworn that Martians were the ones that were buried under the sea.
Buried under the sea. All I know is that they like wet.
Door swings open.
Merfolk.
Wait, did we actually?
Donko, you're back. I guess we're just hanging out in the
my
tavern.
My orb is the color of perturbed.
What color would that be?
Your orb looks perturbed.
I am perturbed, Charles. You know our friend that we helped escape?
Oh yeah, that guy.
I give you 3 guesses. Think the worst possible option.
Necromancer.
Maybe. Mind Flayers, everybody.
And are you saying Soulthrune is Mind Flayer?
A super powerful Mind Flayer, probably, who just freed and probably got the get super angry. Now they're gonna come here and kill him.
Oh, they went against bad gut feeling about them. Okay, why did nobody keep a better eye on him?
Well,
to be
completely honest, we've been frazzled ever since we got abducted, because that's kind of never happened to us before. So it's been a kind of bad day for all of us, really, except you. You've been doing fantastic. A+ work.
I don't know.
So,
Okay, so how...
I kind of got involved with some city guard, not in the way you're probably thinking. Better than that.
Good.
They told us where to go because this place is probably in danger. So if we want to deal with that, we can do that today.
We will.
Wait,
And
hold
maybe get
on.
some favors to help us
Hold
get
on,
us
hold
across
on.
the ocean.
But we have an option, you're saying.
Yes.
We have other things, don't we? Oh.
They said
Like
don't
my
leave
fort?
the
No, I'm
city, but
kidding.
like, it's not like they can tell what I am when I turn into a bird or something. So
Wait, hold on, Donko.
yes.
How did you lose track of Soul Throne even with the spell?
Well, it's the strangest thing. So when I try to locate him, I mean, first off, he was moving hecka fast, 800 feet in like minutes. That dude's teleporting or something. But when I got there were two corpses, brain sucked out through a straw. And when I cast it again, he was nowhere to be found when I tried to detect him as a mind flayer. So he is booking it. He might not even be here anymore.
Or that, or he's able to cast spells to disguise himself.
Or, yes, counter spells, disguise self.
Well, not even counter spells, just spells that hide him from divination magic.
Yes, that's true. It's true.
Mind Flayer spellcasters are extremely rare, if I remember correctly, but we shouldn't discount it.
Okay.
Well, considering he was in top security when we found him, yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah, it was an anti-magic one, wasn't it?
Probably. But how was he
Yeah.
disguised
Oh,
as
yeah.
a humanoid then, if there's no tentacle beard or anything?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we did find him, A, in another plane. B, the people that had imprisoned us viewed him as a threat.
So much of a threat that he was in a separate holding cell. You're right.
Well,
Yeah.
you've been experimented
With
on, you
anti-magic
said, correct?
Experimented on and right next to a war room. So they're probably interrogating him for mind flayer intel.
Whatever. Okay.
We just unleashed something awful. Yeah. But
Yeah, spoken one doesn't hold a candle.
Okay, Mr. Charles, when we're set up enough, I think I will take you up on that dream offer.
Sounds good.
It works. It works if I describe someone to you.
I just need to know about them. Give me a name. Whoever you're thinking about. Known to me.
I have a curious question.
Hmm.
Do we have a creed as our band of sentinels? Have we ever come up with one?
Really talked about it, have
We should talk about that.
We all seem to be generally decently aligned towards helping people, plus getting paid. That's a good system to me.
And killing
Okay,
things.
sounds good. I'm just wondering, since, we're trapped in this other place and we're probably going to be traveling a lot, I'm wondering if we have a creed.
DM, question.
Yeah.
Has it been implied that we've established lodging at this place? Or no?
I'll say, yeah, for 4 gold, you're able to get lodging for 2 nights. For how many rooms?
Tropical prices.
We probably should have 3 now. Yeah.
I mean,
Okay,
as
3
far as-
rooms.
3 rooms. But we're all huddled in one probably at this point.
Yeah.
As far
Sure.
as creed goes, I mean, the name says it all. Sentinels, a soldier or god, whose job it is to keep watch. So...
Chance, you had a question?
Well, check for me.
Just kind of thinking of wanting wanting one of those 3 rooms for myself.
Oh, that's what I was thinking.
Everyone's okay with
Yeah.
that.
we
No,
got.
yeah.
We
Yeah.
have 3. We
Yeah.
have 3 fleshies.
We
and 2
always have
robots who
rooms
don't really
for the
care where
living
they are.
people. Yeah. Yeah, the Warforged just essentially camp out as, like, guards. So,
Yeah. One of us usually sits on the roof.
Hmm.
yeah.
Okay.
Which I'll do that because Risa's not doing it now.
I forgot to ask Josh. It was on my mind until we started doing the thing. Did I notice what the weather was like? Like, what is it was it snowy, cold, kind of crisp? Or is it warm here?
It is gorgeous.
Super
With
warm.
a little bit of humidity.
Okay. So we're
Hawaii.
definitely not even in the same Because it was winter when we left, right?
Yeah.
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 We're not even
so
in the same hemisphere.
Yeah, we're in a different part of the world entirely. Okay.
Although I will say,
Uh-huh.
something that I neglected to mention before was that at the end of those 3 weeks when you were helping rebuild the Misthaven, spring was starting to set in.
It was beginning. Okay, so we were in the February-ish, March.
No, more like I'd say more like March-ish, early April kind of concept.
Okay. So here it's at least further into spring, maybe close to summer-ish.
Potentially.
Okay, cool.
Donko, do you have any divination or query question spells prepared? If not, we can just ask tomorrow.
I don't have the materials needed to cast one of those.
Wonderful.
Yes, those are expensive.
For
a divination, I would need a religious offering worth at least 25 gold pieces, so I could buy one, or I could make one like I did last time, but that would take all day.
Okay.
And I don't have my
Wait.
So.
Wait, do I remember the last time you made one?
I don't know. I spent all day carving while you guys did other things, so
you probably don't remember too well.
No, but did you cast it when we were all there?
Probably. Do you have wood?
So I would have seen it. Use it then. What?
Do you have wood carving proficiency? It also has to be. It is a religious offering, so I had to imbue nature, holy magic into it while I made it.
Never mind. Okay.
Yeah. It was a whole thing. It'd be cheaper and easier to buy them.
Quite the ordeal.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll have to find a cleric shop for all your clerical needs.
Oh.
Well,
so glad I have an all-purpose tool, by the way.
So there's a couple of ways we can go about this. Josh, did you get that message I sent you?
I did. One second, let me reread it.
And that's a quote from the spell.
Yeah, I know.
So I don't know if you want to, since I didn't take that when I leveled, but I can hypothetically. It's up to you.
Did you take Teleportation Circle when you leveled?
No, warlocks get like no spells.
Yeah.
I can switch to it technically because under our rules, but
right.
Again.
Honestly, for this, you never really saw any teleportation circles, permanent teleportation circles, anywhere in these travels.
Right.
The only place it probably could have been was the college, but we didn't go any place that would have them.
So would it only be 2 that Charles would have known about in his past?
Potentially. Yeah.
Oh goodness.
Probably
So
have to ask to if he knows of where one is. Maybe would that work?
No.
And
we need to know the rune circle. It is like, imagine it like a big sequence of code, pretty much.
And you have to know the Stargate code.
You gotta know the Stargate code essentially. And so.
Okay.
If I switch to that, I can learn 2 codes, but they'd only be from ones where I've been in the past, and that's probably farther, or closer to where Chance wants to go, farther than where we want to go.
No, farther than where Chance wants to go.
Really? Oh, okay.
So you grew up on Poroya,
the
northeastern part of Poroya. So that's more like equator-esque.
Really?
He's up here. So.
Okay. Cool.
All right.
Well, let us rest, and in the morning, we will either go and talk to the leadership here and warn them of the danger, and get involved like we did in Misthaven and Feyheim, or we move on and hopefully it all works out. I mean, sometimes things go well without us.
Yes.
Well, we're the ones who freed this prisoner.
Let's leave that out of the conversation.
Yeah, let's probably not tell anybody it's our fault.
We'll offer to get rid of it, though.
Yes.
We won't take any rewards. How about that?
No rewards, no fees, but they'll pay us anyway because that's what. No. I mean, they might pay us.
No. This is our fault. We're going to fix it. We're not going to tell them that it's our fault, but.
Yeah, okay, I'll accept that. That's fair. That's fair. Not like I need money for anything anyway.
Except everything.
Yeah, well, except every spell. Yeah. Donko is slowly realizing just how expensive high-level druidry is. And it's frustrating.
So.
Okay. Before we go to bed, Charles will say, "I'm just gonna check the harbor, see if there's any trips to, where Chance needs to go, and trips to where we need to go."
We'll probably have to do that in the morning, right?
Or is there anybody in the harbor that I could ask, or no?
You can make your way east towards where the docks are.
I'll just ask people in the tavern if there's anybody that looks like a sea person.
Most of them do, actually.
Okay.
And you also realize that most of them are they look, by this time of night it's probably getting around midnight. Most of them look hammered. There are a few that you see that are they're nicer dressed, but they also they look more like sea folk. So you approach them and you ask them if they know of any ships traveling to Iden, and the general gist is what you get is maybe in a couple of months.
What about Ikoria?
Ikoria, they don't really know of any ships personally that are
long journey.
but that doesn't mean there aren't. This is just one tavern on one port on one side of this island. So as
by the way, because I only take 6 hours, I spent an hour. I kind of went up on my own on the roof, and I spent an hour to create magically Mason's tools, because I can do that with my all-purpose tool.
Oh, that's
and then with those Mason tools, I created a 25. I essentially created a simple picture of my forge on the roof. And viewed onto the roof, so that I had
just
a little
like
feeling
a frame
of home
on your,
because I was
your
missing.
nightstand. I miss you, baby.
very nice. Okay.
We're a long way away from a lot of my stuff.
Yeah.
Anybody else have anything they want to do before you go to bed?
I'm gonna resummon my bird.
Okay.
Bird up.
You resummon it.
Last one though.
So Donko, this is you resummon. You sit down and you take the time and cast the spell, and nothing happens.
Nothing.
And then you feel in your innards
a
little scratching, and little head pokes
out. Oh.
Little head pokes out. Hi.
Oh, there you are. Sorry about that. There's a lot of books. Hold on, let me...
Oh, thank you. Much better.
Yes, we're gonna have to find a bag for those.
Yes, I don't prefer nesting in them.
No, the hard edges.
Where are we?
Good question. And then I just tell him everything that's happened since.
You just talk to your familiar all night.
Why not? Why not, right?
Yeah, I guess.
You hear its voice in your head. Interesting. I lost you for a bit there.
Who's Donko?
Yes.
Donko, who are you rooming with?
Is there a balcony on any of these rooms?
No, unfortunately.
No.
Just a window.
Then it'd be...
So I'm assuming with Castle
Charles,
on the
probably.
roof and Chance having his own room, I'm assuming Wrath would want his own room, or Wrath
Yeah, I'm just sitting in the corner of Charles's room while he's trying to sleep talking to my owl.
And I hear the owl go,
the one guy at the sleepover
like,
just
that's a funny story.
Oh, when did we want to do the dream spell?
Oh, well, I need to prepare it overnight, so we can't do it till
it'll be
tomorrow.
Yeah.
All right. Give me 1 second because give me 2 seconds. All right.
I'm gonna get some water while you're doing that.
I legit have no idea what we're gonna do here.
On this island?
Yeah. Or how we're gonna get off.
Get back.
Also, I'm trying me as a player and Charles as a person. Charles wants Chance to stay in the party, and I also want you to stay in the party. So I'm trying to come up with reasons for you to stay in the party.
Well, Chance is also kind of thinking. So like that Grand General Gith earlier wasn't sure why I was around, right?
Right. Yeah.
So maybe there's some other reason why I ended up in the cells at the same time as you guys.
Yeah.
So I'm
curious about that.
So Chance is thinking that, like, as soon as somehow resolving, probably talking to someone to resolve, figure out what to do with the bag of holding assignment delivery. Probably considering staying with you guys.
All right. Cool.
For now.
We definitely could use the manpower. And now we have 5 heroes.
No. Well,
maybe.
We do.
I'm not calling ourselves 5 heroes at.
No, we're not.
Anyway.
Well, technically, our name is the. Okay, yeah. Anyway.
Speaking of which, since I was from a different continent, Chance probably hasn't heard about the Sentinels.
No, probably not.
No, definitely not. As sleep peaks, those who sleep.
1 second, actually. Before I go to bed.
Yeah.
I will, because Donko's back, and I want to talk to Donko. Donko, how many spells do you have left?
Of what level?
3rd.
3rd? I have...
At least 3rd.
None. I have 1 5th level spell remaining.
Okay. During the night, while you're doing your sentinel rest thing, if you see me tossing and turning or having a violent dream of any form like we saw in the past, would you please cast Dispel Magic on me?
I have that prepared, so yes.
Awesome.
Wait,
cool.
Cost anything? Instantaneous. Alright. Yeah, I could do that.
Just like if I'm having literally the worst night of my life and it's off, like, magically, potentially so, please cast that on me.
I can do that, yeah. Don't step on my dice, please.
I'm curious, from the roof, can I see the mountain decently?
Absolutely.
Okay. I'm going to be scanning it all night, by the way. Looking for any intrusions, any, buildings, anything. I'm trying to, essentially, understand the mountain while I'm, in my rest state.
Sure. Okay, give me 2 seconds here. Trying. Do that.
What? No, that's mine. No, that's mine.
Okay. As sleep takes those who actually sleep.
Worse than dark vision.
Chance.
Yes?
Your dreams are filled with memories. Memories of home, of your father, of whatever you can remember of your mother. They're filled with memories of those who took you in and who helped you along the way. members of the order that became as close as family. And a single thought pervades your mind to the point where you can hear it emanating all around you in your dreams. Fulfill the contract. Finish the assignment. Over and over. Charles. As soon as your head hits the pillow and you're done talking to Donko, immediately you find yourself in a familiar, barren wasteland.
Okay.
The sky is a violent red. Clouds broiling above. And as you turn around, the marbled figure of black and white stands before you, featureless. However, you notice that there is a little more black than there is white than you last time.
Oh, Spaghetti-O.
At least you think there is. The light seems to be playing tricks. The red, angry sun above. The words pierce into your mind. You have done well, my slave champion. Chaos reigns. Keep up the good work. You are where you are for a purpose. Do what is necessary, my slave champion. And as you watch, the figure sinks into the ground, almost melting into liquid. As there is a crack of thunder and a flash of lightning above. And you dream of storms for the rest of the night. Castle. In your contemplation of this split mountain, it is very strange. It almost looks like someone took a knife to a cake and split it into fourths and moved each section a little bit further apart. And real quick, make a history check for me.
Guy who knows nothing about history, even though I'm in it. Oh, thankfully I'm intelligent. Yeah, okay.
Very nice.
Oh, I got a 21.
21. The mountain is familiar.
Okay.
Oh, word.
And it's strange because you know, Castle knows that you've never been here before. But as you let your mind kind of open up to the possibilities, the potential of maybe a past self. Memories start to flood in. Just maybe not flood, trickle in.
Okay.
You see in your mind's eye this same mountain from a very similar viewpoint from the east looking west. There are less buildings. The castle still stands in the center of this split mountain. And you almost know instinctively that you were here after the big battle.
During my wandering.
You're not sure the purpose of your visit. Because getting here obviously would take a decent amount of effort.
Oh, yeah.
And as you try and think more and more, one idea, one concept, sentence seems to be growing over the rest. Hide it.
Nutty.
And then the memory fades.
Knew it. Okay. Knew it.
The morning comes, and those who actually sleep slept fairly well, considering that the beds aren't all that great for being a port tavern. You feel rested and energized. And the day is yours.
Okay. First thing I do, like after getting ready for the day, I step out of my room and just gonna turn around and pull a piece of chalk out of my pouch and draw a very random drawing on the door with chalk. Then I'll put it away and go over to Charles's room and knock on the door.
Okay. Charles, you hear a knock.
Oh, 5 more minutes. And
Donko's in that room as well, by the way.
Donko is in that room, so Donko could probably answer the door if he wanted to.
Oh, yeah, I'll do that.
Morning, Donko.
Hello.
Okay, I'll get to the point. Do you have a way of locating a specific object?
I do.
Yeah. How is there a range on that?
Let's take a look.
1,000 feet.
1,000? Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, goodness.
Although, if you're willing to put in the 25 gold for it, I can divine where it is using magic of a greater plane than ours.
Oh, and that would be like dependable?
Oh, well, as dependable as any deity, really.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Well, I don't know. I guess if you're willing, I realized let's see, when can we do that?
As soon as we find a store that sells holy stuff, like cleric magic stuff.
Okay.
It costs 25 gold of a magic cleric item per casting, and I don't have any.
Okay.
Who's at the door?
Oh, it's Chance.
All right.
We're gonna do some divination magic.
Right. Oh, sure. Do you still want to do that dream thing?
Yeah, we probably need to do that, but after breakfast.
Sounds good. Let me tidy up.
Okay.
And
by the way, well, right. So Chance is gonna start heading down for breakfast, and while he does so, he pulls out a little beanbag ball and starts twiddling with it.
Okay.
It's on the stressed side, kind of.
The stress ball. Welcome to my world. Oh gosh. Charles
I would like to buy breakfast and drinks for everybody.
Oh.
All right.
How nice.
I slept really well, so very happy this morning.
Quite the good mood.
And to be back in the tavern.
This seems like a rough and tumble town too. I don't think it would be that difficult for you to find a bar fight. Or a fight pit.
Yeah.
Yeah, like every town we go to has people who want to fight me.
By the way, I'm gonna come down into the bottom, and as everybody's kind of waking up, like I'm gonna come down off the roof, and as everybody's waking up, I'm going to touch, like kind of, I'm gonna grab a table, and I'm going to on the table touch it, and I'm going to have it kind of look like there's like food on it, but like 2D food. I'm going to then touch one of the chairs, like where I'm like hoping that Charles sits, and make it smell like breakfast. With my magical tinkering abilities.
So you're just gonna try and have a illusory breakfast to try and fool me? All right, I'll play your game.
Yeah.
Give me, what's your spell save DC?
What?
What's your spell save DC?
My spell save?
Actually, you know what? Never mind. My passive perception is the worst, and Charles is very much passively percepting right now.
Okay.
And so he kind of he probably walks up to the table, he sits down, follows his nose, again, that makes sense. And he starts reaching for, I'm assuming there's like a fake fork, or is it a 2D fork, or is it a real fork? Okay, he starts trying to reach the 2D fork.
It's a 2D, yeah, like, so like there's a picture on the table, looks like it's a
He probably reaches for it about a solid 4 times before, hold up a minute. Who would do such a cruel trick to poor little me?
Are the rest of us already here by this point, watching this?
Yeah.
Oh, I need something to wake me up. And this is not something, apparently.
Here, catch. Chance tosses the little beanbag at.
Okay, thank you. All right. So, what are we doing?
Just trying to set the mood here.
Yeah, no, the mood has been set.
Okay, now let's get actual food now if it's not out here already.
Exactly.
Didn't Wrath get the food or?
Yeah, Wrath said he was.
Actually, right about then it's brought out. There's a couple people who bring out some of these trays and start putting this meal down in front of you of nothing but slices of bacon, because that's what Wrath ordered.
You're welcome. It's my favorite too.
Delicious.
And like they're not the crappy Walmart slices of bacon. They're thick and juicy, and
I can live with this.
not floppy. They're nice and crispy.
These are good quality. I take 3 and I start squeezing the grease out of them into a bottle for my alchemy supplies because I'm running a little low on those.
So you're just gonna have like a bunch of bacon grease?
Yeah, I just got like a little vial. I'm just. I need oil. I need oil, and this will do it.
Oh man, Castle's getting a little squeaky. Let's put some oil on that.
I'm gonna flip the waitress or waiter or whoever it is 1 gold piece.
They catch it and their eyes go wide. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Anything else I can get you?
Thank you.
Toast?
Maybe some grog or some kind of alcohol?
No, orange juice for me.
Orange juice? Alcohol?
Or whatever juice you have.
We do have orange juice, yes.
Awesome.
I'm Charles. 10 o'clock in the morning.
I'm just sticking with water.
Water, okay. And so she goes off and starts gathering some a massive tankard for Wrath of what she calls mead. But you look, it's nothing like any sort of mead you've ever seen, and it is very strong and very delicious. Everyone else, if you eat well. You eat bacon, but you eat well.
Bacon and toast.
You ask for toast, and she looks at you. Yeah, all right. She wanders off, grabs some for you.
All right. So, what do we want to do now?
Well, I guess it depends. Are we getting involved with the local authorities and telling them what happened, or are we just going to wait and see?
I honestly don't have an answer for you.
Just to let you all know my plans. I'm heading to the castle. My name, Castle.
Why do you want to head to the castle?
I just have some research to do there.
Yeah, I'm doing an insight check on that.
Absolutely, go for it. Castle deception check, please.
Even though my insight is absolutely awful, I will expend a talisman charge on this. No! No, I won't.
Deception?
Deception, although it might not be needed.
Okay, add 4.
Using a flash for that?
Yeah, I'm gonna flash that.
All right, 14. What did you roll?
3!
Okay. No, he's telling the truth.
Okay, yes, that sounds all well. Take another bite of bacon.
As I've been deceiving you all morning, by the way.
So, Chance, you need to take care of a bag in another continent that is very far away. We need to get back to Alcoria and take care of literally everything that's happening there. How do we get there?
I have
I'm
a
at a loss
thought.
for words.
I have a thought, but I would like to try to talk to someone first. Hopefully, this dream spell is if they're asleep. Hopefully, they're asleep like now. Do we have an idea of like? No, I was just wondering.
Well, we can try once now, and then I can take a nice little short rest and get all my spell slots back, and we can try again later.
Okay.
Pretty easy.
And
so they're gonna do a dream thing?
Yeah, I'll just do it right now. Let's see if they're asleep right now, and Charles will just cast dream.
Okay.
Is it? How long? Spell is it?
It says 8 hours in the book.
Casting time 1 minute. So basically, it doesn't need to last for 8 hours. It can last up to 8 hours, but up to you. Charles just starts.
We're doing this at the table?
Yeah, why not?
Yes. Yeah.
Charles just starts moving his hands, takes out a handful of sand, puts it into a sigil, puts a dab of ink in a few places.
You hear from the the bar. Oi! No casting.
Come on, it's just okay. Fine. It's just
Putting your sand in my bagels. I mean, my bacon.
my bagels.
I want bagels. Where's my bagels?
The bartender looks at you, points at you, and then points at the sign that literally says, "No spell casting on the premises, please."
That's just fine. We'll do it later. What are we listening to?
I don't know. Oh, this is probably like the final wrap up of the album.
Oh, okay.
Wait. I'm gonna, by the way, because they're gonna do that dream thing, I'm gonna walk out to go head to the castle. And as I'm walking to is the sign on the way out the door, by the way?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna reach out and touch my tool to it and change the wording on it to say only casting allowed in this establishment.
You know, make a sleight of hand check, please.
We're gonna need to find another tavern.
I'm just having a lot of fun this morning. I'm missing all of my stuff, so I'm just trying to like keep myself
occupied.
Charles, as he Castle, you walk out and you manage to just put your hand up, palming your tool, tap the sign, and it changes. As the bartender points at you, Charles, and points over, he looks really confused, and you look over and it says only spellcasting on the premises, please.
Is there a problem, sir?
Well, he did say only casting, and I start druid crafting.
No. Okay.
Wonderful.
Yeah, so what are the four of you doing? I'll get to you, Castle, in just 1 second.
I'll take Chance up to one of our private rooms and do the dream spell there.
Okay.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
The spell goes off without a hitch this time, and Chance, you feel as if the individual who you are choosing is not asleep.
Well, we'll try again in 8 hours.
Dag nabbit.
Dag nabbit. Alright. Chance, tell me about yourself. Where you from? Who are your family?
Sorry, bit distracted thinking about what else to do. Where I'm from?
Yeah.
Well, so I've already told you already. Actually, you do have an idea of where.
I do now, yes. The reason I ask, and sorry if I'm being nosy, I've been living with 3 amnesiacs for the past few months, and so having someone with a past is kind of refreshing.
I mean, that's fair.
A past that
Fair
isn't
enough.
clouded by mysteriousness, at least, for the most part.
I wouldn't say I'm totally. I mean, I've been awake for like 6 years, 7 years. Come on, child.
But I can't ask you, how's your parents?
Touche.
Well, mostly casually, I'm like, well, last I heard, my father is doing fine. My mother, no idea. The road called her back to the road when I was a little kid.
Oh, that's unfortunate. I also had a traveling parent, though he was my father.
Yeah. I'm not sure what exactly called her back, but she did leave behind this rod for me, and I gesture to the arcane rod that Chance has been carrying around on his belt.
It's a pretty good looking rod.
Yeah, apparently she... Yeah. Not sure why she left it behind, other than to leave it to one of us.
A little bit by myself. I'll give information, take information. I'm from one of the capital cities, and I'm an archaeologist. I was coming around. You said you have the ability to read all writing earlier? Am I correct in that assuming that?
I don't remember if I said that out loud.
Okay. Well, then Charles will say, Charles will just then say, I was on a solo expedition funded by the college, about to leave, when I came across this nice little thing. And Charles will pull out his talisman. And it's basically this gold amulet. And it has the symbol of basically this faceless figure with 3 swords coming out of their chest.
Yep.
Or sticking into the chest, and 1 angelic wing and 1 devil wing, essentially. I put it on.
Just a silhouette of it.
Just a silhouette. I put it on. I was teleported halfway across the continent, so this isn't that new for me. But
okay.
And I met all of these people. Wonderful, wonderful, interesting people.
Amnesiacs, like you mentioned.
Yes. And I've kind of just been going with the flow, seeing if I can make enough money to head back home or to make a name for myself. I don't know.
I was raised by big bird people.
And there's, as I show you the amulet, there is writing on the edges that I've never been able to read. So I don't know if you see that.
I will ask the DM, is Chance, with the Eyes of the Runekeeper invocation, is Chance able to read this writing?
Ooh. Runekeeper.
Remind me of the wording for the Eyes of the Runekeeper.
It's pretty simple.
One moment.
All languages, right?
It literally is.
It doesn't say languages.
It is 1 sentence, 5 words. You can read all writing.
Yeah.
That is very non-specific yet very specific.
Yeah.
I've as a player, out of character, I have looked it up, and I'm of agreement that it doesn't necessarily let me read code or cipher like thieves can, for example.
Right.
That makes sense. Yeah.
But I think in theory, I understand like what the writing says, more or less.
And I'm not even asking you to read it, I'm just showing it to you.
Okay.
So if you're able to.
Give me 2 seconds.
Also, why don't I have any giant swimming creatures among CR1? It feels so weird. The only thing that can really swim is a giant toad and giant octopus. Where are my Where's my whale? Where's my whale wild shape? No, I'm at the highest I can go. The wild shapes.
There's a CR3 killer whale.
No, I can only go to CR1.
Yeah, you're out of luck then.
It's so weird. Like a giant octopus, but not a dolphin or something. I guess you get reef shark, which is just
bestiary, dolphin, in Volo's Guide to Monsters. CR 1/8.
1/8? They're too small then. I need something big enough to pull a boat.
It's a medium beast with a swim speed of... Where is the swim speed? It doesn't say. No, 60-foot swim speed.
Not bad. I was just thinking like I could pull a boat or something.
Here,
we'd go really
While Josh
fast.
is looking up what he looks up.
Yeah.
I
was thinking, with Eyes of the Runekeeper, it wouldn't necessarily let me know what language I'm looking at, would it?
No, it wouldn't.
No, but you'd understand what it said at the very least.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just wouldn't be able to tell you what language it is. Okay. Unless I already know the language, of course. But that's a bit of a moot point.
Traits.
I almost went with the Eldritch Sight invocation instead of Eyes of the Runekeeper.
Eyes of the Runekeeper is one of my favorites for sure. Like, I can be a giant seahorse, a reef shark, a giant octopus. There's got to be some sort of flavored creature that's in the same size range and CR range that I could probably use.
I'm looking. All right. So
maybe CR1 at the highest.
I'm working on it. Give me a sec.
Beasts.
Beast. All right. So giant toad, giant octopus. That's it.
It can't be. Why is the water creature so limited?
Giant seahorse is a large beast.
Yeah, but that's not much bigger.
Giant sea eel, large beast.
Math is afraid of seahorses.
Crocodile.
Don't do that.
That's true, and I could turn into a giant one. That'll be funny. I do have it written in my notebook too.
Giant crocodile, giant.
Crocodile might do it. Is that a large?
It's not a giant crocodile. It's a normal crocodile, but it is a large beast. But it only has a swim speed of 30 feet.
So,
anyway, Josh.
Chance.
Yes.
Charles holds up this medallion, this amulet.
This is grating on my ears.
And it takes a brief second for you to see the writing on the edges, just scrolled in the smallest of engraving. And you can read it.
I'm gonna.
You don't have to read it out loud. I'm not asking you to. I'm just showing it to you.
I know. I'm just leaning in closer to get a better look.
Should Max take his headphones off? Or?
If you want to, Max, you can.
I'm honestly, in this moment, I kind of want it to be that he looks at it, he doesn't really read it, and he's like, that's interesting. So, yeah, why not?
Chance, what do you want to do?
I just realized by deafening myself, I also deafened the stream, technically.
So the stream didn't hear it
So
either?
the stream didn't hear it either.
You can't hear it in post.
I can't even hear it in post. That's amazing.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Right. So Chance did take it to look at the back as well.
Okay. Charles isn't going to stop you. Have you seen it before? Or... I mean, I've asked basically everyone that question at this point, but I kind of already know what it's all about for the most
Didn't
part.
ask me that question.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, no, I haven't seen it before. Did you? Oh.
I don't think I've seen this before. Do you know what this is?
What it says?
And what it says. Chance is pointing to the writing around the edge. I'm curious. Do you know what this is?
You know, I've looked at it and I've cross-referenced it with a few languages that I know, but not even most of the scholars in the cities I've looked at have been able to translate it. It's just a bunch of hooey, from all I can tell. I know it's I've gotten to know the guy in the picture real well, really. Maybe too well. But it's whatever.
All right. I hand the talisman back to him.
Thank you. All I know is that if I give it to other people, they definitely can get some benefits from the luck or power that the patron gives, which is nice. So if you ever find yourself in a pickle and need a pick-me-up, this thing can help you with that.
I'll keep that in mind.
Anyway, Castle went out on his own. What's Wrath and Donko doing?
My next question.
I'm waiting.
I'm just still eating.
Are we gonna go talk to people, or they are expecting us to an extent? To a very vague extent.
Are you talking to Wrath?
No, just us in general.
Oh.
I'm here with the rest of you.
Okay. I don't know.
Do we want to get the local government involved, or are we just gonna go deal with it and see what happens? I did tell them, I said to the gods, I cannot stress enough how much danger everyone here is in. So
they're probably going to want some more insights into what's going on.
I mean, how much can we help, really?
I mean, we're pretty good at killing things.
We are, but I mean...
How are we going to find
you tried to use the locate creature spell and you couldn't find him, correct?
True.
How are we supposed to track this guy down? Especially after he's had a meal. Is he going to strike again, or is he sat? I mean, he probably hasn't had a meal for centuries, I feel. So, this being
he could have got the heck out of Dodge. I mean, he's probably not even in the city anymore.
I don't even know what we could do, is the thing, if we wanted to do anything.
I don't know where to start.
I don't know if this will help anything, but I know a few people in general, or could try to find a few people in general. Something I want to try is maybe look around town to see if I could find someone I can talk to.
Okay. Split up, scour the town, and then meet back here later?
Everyone meet back here at 5 o'clock sharp. PM.
And Donko, if you would be so kind as to remember to get what it is you need for that spell.
Yes, I will need 25 gold pieces to cast it.
What do you need?
I will gladly supply that.
Perfect. Alright, I'm gonna go look for shops.
Okay.
And I am going to try and look for someone I know.
I get you.
Yeah.
That's not suspicious at all.
Castle, are you still there?
I think you had to. Oh, he's there.
Yeah, I'm here.
Was watching TV, more exciting than watching these guys talk?
No, I still can hear everything.
I'm just messing with it.
Oh.
So, let's do a little bit of your excursion out to the city.
Sure.
So as you leave the tavern, you turn towards the mountain.
Okay.
And you make your way through these winding roads. There doesn't seem to be any form of rhyme or reason to them. Just wherever a road could be built, a road was built. And then houses and buildings were built around them. And you find yourself, if you couldn't see the mountain, you would find yourself lost. But the mountain is always there. And you know that it is west. And so you keep going. And eventually, after a while, you make your way to the foot of the mountain. You kind of curve around a bend, and off to the right, you see a luscious garden. And beyond the garden, a large manor. And then in juxtaposition to the manor, off to your left, you see basically what looks like a police station, where you see members of this guard running in and out. You see dozens upon dozens of whatever this guard is called, just doing their jobs. Some of them look over and they kind of tilt their head and notice the metal man and then shake their head, and you can hear some of them mumble about foreigners.
Only they know.
Yeah.
And you can tell by this point it's gotten to be actually more late afternoon than you were expecting. It's taken you quite a while to walk this far. But you're here. And you probably have another, it's hard to guess, probably another 2 or 3 hours of walk to get to the castle itself and the surrounding castle district.
Oh my gosh. Okay, this is a massive city. Is it possible to speak with one of the guards?
Of course.
This is like running by. So as the guard runs by, I kind of want to be like, "Hey, excuse me."
You see a female guard stop in her tracks and look over. Oh, yes. Can I help you, citizen?
Yes. I was curious if you could tell me anything about this castle.
I'm sorry, I'm not a tour guide. If you want, I know that some of the shops along the coast will can offer some tours and things like that. But otherwise, your best bet is she kind of points down the road to a kind of an unassuming square building. She goes, "That's the Eastport Library." They might be able to help you a bit more. Sorry, I've got to get back on patrol.
Yeah, be on your way. Thank you.
Nice. And she runs off, rejoining her group.
Okay, I'm gonna head to the library.
Okay. You see out front. It's weird. It seems to be from the facade. It looks like it's a bookshop, and you see in bright silver scrolling above the door the Little Elemental bookshop, and then underneath where it says bookshop, it also says rented books in back. And as you enter, it's just what you would expect. It's shelves upon shelves of books, and people, going in and out. Some of them carrying pretty decent sized tomes and books and things like that. Others just sitting in big, oversized, comfy chairs, reading. It's a big building. But you see the receptionist up front. She's an elven woman, blonde hair that's kind of put up into a tight bun. Some of those perfect librarian glasses, like the tips at the ends. And she looks up at you. Oh, you're not who I see every day. Please come in. Welcome to the Little Elemental. I am Gwyneth. Let me know if there's anything I can help you find. You mind me asking, who are you? And please don't take this the wrong way. What are you?
No offense taken, but oh, sorry. I am a metal warforged, if you will.
Warforged. I've heard tales of those who have perfected that art. Interesting.
Yes. A creation of magic and material. Yes. My name is Castle. That is the name I have taken upon myself, I guess you could say.
It is nice to meet you, Castle.
Although I'm sure I had a name before my name.
Okay. I am not sure how to take that, but...
As I seem to have forgotten a lot of my travels, if you will.
Oh. Well, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
Maybe some of these books can help fill in the gaps.
Yes, actually, if you would. I'm very intrigued by this castle here in the center of your grand city. Kind of has a bit of nostalgia for me, I guess you could say. I'm curious if you have any works on it, if you would.
We do have some historical records, yes. Unfortunately, they are not for sale. They are for rent in the back. We do ask a small amount for. You can either pay for hourly or for an unlimited token to the books in the back.
Okay. Do you know perchance where the shelves I would find said books on the castle would be back there?
I couldn't show you once you pay for either the unlimited token or pay for an hourly reading session.
Yeah, just an hourly reading session should be fine.
How many hours would you like?
What time of day is it right now?
Late afternoon.
Like late afternoon?
Like probably 4 or 5-ish.
Okay, so I'm not getting back to everybody else anytime soon.
Probably not, no.
Okay, yeah. I'm probably going to sit here for the next, 2-3 hours, trying to pour through as much stuff. Like, use my photogenic memory and just copy pages into my memory. Because I will peruse them later, thankfully. Little does she know that I can snapshot everything.
All right, for 3 hours, that would be 6 gold pieces. And just so you know, I just would like to make you aware that the unlimited token is 100 gold pieces. And that is for the rest of, well, I would say your life, but it's probably a long ways off. For the rest of the time that this library will be here.
Perfect. I will consider that for a future occasion.
Good. And all the proceeds to this from our Palanaeum library will be given to upkeep the books and make sure that we get more tomes of significance. But please, as you pay her, she kind of she reaches down and ties a little piece of string on your wrist, and then ties another one, and then ties another one. Please enter. The books you were looking for, the histories of Malprai, are in the subsection Z, back in the right-hand corner. If you have any questions, stand in the middle area and raise your hand, and one of our attendants will be with you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. She goes back to the reception desk, and you head on in to the Palanaeum.
Perfect.
Go ahead and make an investigation check for me with advantage. Because you were able to get some help and all of that.
I'll be back.
I think a 21 should work.
21 will definitely work. What are you looking specifically for?
I'm actually looking specifically for, mostly I'm trying to find if there's any secret chambers in the castle. So, there's kind of like 2 areas. One is the origin of the castle. 2 is the architecture of the castle. And then, kind of like in the architecture section, kind of trying to figure out like where something could be hidden.
Okay. As you're looking through things, what's here is more historical records. Doesn't seem to be any blueprints.
Okay.
You do see. You grab a couple of different books. One is pertaining to the creation of Malprai, and this is it's read as if it's a fairy tale or a legend or a myth.
Cool.
But the basic concept of it is the gods, once they were done creating the world, came together and built this island, perfectly shaped as a compass. And those who they populated it with were told to be faithful to whatever god they will worship. And the shape of the island is meant to symbolize that faith. And it even delves as far into it as giving the names of some of the original conspirators, the original inhabitants. And then it gives a genealogical list down to the 4 or 5 lords, the 5 noble families of Malprai. One to be king and what's the word? king and magistrate over the island, and the other four to rule the, or to
cardinal directions.
To aid in ruling the cardinal directions.
Yes. Okay. That's a cool system.
The next book you find is actually one on. It's actually not a history. It's more of a. And with it, you rolled a 21, right?
Yeah.
Okay. It's more on. Man, my brain is not working tonight on words. On the mercantile sectors in each of the ports. And you'd find out that these ports don't just buy and sell random stuff. Each one has set inventory that they buy and sell. So like the North Port is all about livestock and the selling and trading of that side of things. The East Port is all about metallurgy, basically. Westport has to do with
textile.
No, that's Southport.
That's Southport.
Southport is all textiles. Westport is all. Northport also has like agriculture and food and things like that.
Yeah.
Westport has, honestly, services.
Oh, okay.
So,
is there a slave trade there?
There is not a slave trade, as far as you can tell.
Okay, thankfully. Okay.
But there is the west side has from what you can read, and this book seems to be fairly up to date. It has a lot of mercenary companies and that kind of thing, as well.
Okay,
as,
so it's like a transportation / like craft service laborers place. Got it.
Yeah, exactly.
For like military means or
otherwise.
People.
Transport is also one of the main things, as well as like they, funny enough, have jurisdiction over what's it called? Enchanting and enchanted items.
Okay. Because they would have the the magic users that could do it.
That's all the west side.
Cool. So if we want to find a magic item, it's going to be on the west. But
you also know, because you came out of a magic item shop, it seemed, that there are other shops that they're kind of spread throughout the island. Unfortunately, you don't really find.
So kind of like there's always an embassy shop in each of the ports that kind of funnel in some of the other port stuff to that port.
Yeah.
Kind of closer to the city. You got it. Okay.
You unfortunately don't find much in the way of like secret passages or secret places. Even in the legends, the creation story of how the mountain was split by the hand of a god, and
I know which god.
It does mention it. Let me grab my notes on that, actually. There you are. It was split by the god Hathakuk, the god of the sea.
This is a seafaring city nation. Got it. Okay. That's a good song. Okay, So essentially, I learned a lot about the history of the city, and I learned a lot about the commerce of the city, and how like the city's structured and organized.
Yeah.
Anything about the castle specifically?
The castle, not as much. No.
Yeah. So I only know that the ruling family pretty much is housed there because they always have a king representative in that.
Mm-hmm.
But that's about it. So like I know it to be a dwelling place.
Yeah.
What?
You do also learn that and this is mentioned several times in the reports of commerce, that the city guard have 5 different headquarters, one for each port, and then one for the central castle district. And they are known as the Divine Legion.
Cool.
Or the Legionnaires.
Wait, specifically the castle district is known as that?
No, all of them are.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I assume, I just want to throw this out there. I assume you have this all written down. Can we get like a Google Doc eventually with all this?
Why? It's not like I'm throwing a ton of information into it all at one point. Come on, guys.
Okay.
Yeah, of course.
Awesome. Perfect.
So by this point, so you also notice that as you've been reading and as you've been trying to go through everything as fast as possible, every hour one of the attendants comes over and snips off one of the strings.
Got it.
And right about the time you finish reading this last report and these last few books of information, the attendant comes over. I believe it is your last string. You can either pay for more hours or come back another time.
I think I have a good grasp. Thank you so much for allowing me to read your tomes, and I best be on my way.
Of course.
It's getting late, it seems.
He reaches over and snips off the last string. Please exit the way you came, and we'll come back anytime. And so you head out into Malprai at night.
It's pretty late, isn't it?
It is very late. Anything else? Anybody else want to do anything throughout that day?
I would have wanted to find a shop that sells magical support items, cleric casting tools, etc. And I'm spending some money.
So, funny enough, you walk by. You kind of retrace steps from the night before, and you walk by the store or the shop that you guys had exited out of, inadvertently breaking and entering, or just entering, really. And you see that the sign above it reads "The Forsaken Ring Magic Item Shop."
Perfect.
Or Enchanted Item Shop, technically.
Is anyone going shopping with me, or
anybody else?
I will.
Yeah, I'll go if there's weapons, maybe.
I'll let you guys go first because I just have to compile my list versus the amount of money I have and want to spend.
Okay.
So,
I think I'm still looking for.
Yeah, you're out looking. We'll get to you in just 1 second. All right. So you walk in to this shop, and you actually see. You get there fairly like midday-ish, and you walk in as you see a couple of the city guards standing up next to the counter, talking to a dwarven woman, and you can kind of overhear. It was the strangest thing. I swear I'd put some of these things in different places last night, and they were just changed. They're moved. I don't understand it. And the door was even partially unlocked.
Perhaps. That's Trixie.
She looks up at you, and as she's talking to these guards, "Oh, we'll be with you in just one moment, okay?"
Okie dokie. Oh my gosh, 1,000 gold.
As you look through, it's kind of a fairly... it's interesting. You see some magic items that you immediately recognize.
Okay.
You have the bag of holding over there. You've got a couple of enchanted weapons along the edge of the area, but most of what's in the middle looks to be, and Charles, you recognize these specifically as definitely not magical, but they are made to look magical, almost like a random baubles that you push a button and they do something, or something like that, mechanical in nature mainly. But Donko, you do kind of find your way over to a several small canisters lined up on one wall that seem to be specific to spell components, and some of the more common ones too were there. Is there anything you guys want to look for, or just browsing?
I want to look at the weapons in particular.
Sure. You see there are a lot of these thin curved blades with a heavy handguard. A lot of cutlasses are up there, and a lot of scimitars. You see several, like a rack. Funny, it's this weird, like, Walmart kind of rack of thin rapier blades sitting up there, as well as a couple of like battle axes and things of that nature. No tags. Seems like you have to ask the attendant.
I'll go and ask the attendant about the battle axes.
Sure.
If they're special.
She finishes a conversation with the guard, and they head out the front door, and she's like, "All right, sorry. Oh, yes, you. Looking at those weapons. What catches your eye?"
Oh, I like big weapons, and the battle axes over there are very pretty.
That they are.
Are they magical in any way?
She walks over, and there's one that's very ornate and very shiny, and another one that's kind of a little more dull in the color, but still very good, very well made. She points to the very shiny one. This one, it is not enchanted. However, it is lined with a mixture that I have created. It's a small mixture of adamantine and silver combined. The tip is edged this way.
Okay. What does that do?
That will take care of any of the creatures that are resistant to normal attacks.
Oh, cool.
This will kill all of your foes.
All of them, you say?
This one over here, this one is enchanted. And she explains it to you. Basically, it's a +1 battle axe.
Okay.
Can't afford that one.
We also have several of these great cutlasses that I've just been really getting in and selling quite a few of these. These ones are kind of fun. They will emit an electrical charge each time they hit an enemy.
It's pretty cool. That's something I'm super interested in. I just like to cut things and hit things.
Oh, they will cut you. They will cut. Don't worry about that.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you anyway. I will continue looking.
Of course. And she looks over the rest. All right, what can I get the rest of you? And she looks at Donko. You, sir, are an interesting person. What can I help you find?
I need spellcasting materials and
Well,
quite
you
a
have
lot of them.
come to the right place.
Good. Let's see, to start out, I'm gonna need 5 holy nature symbols for the purpose of divination.
We have a couple of those. And she kind of goes over and starts climbing up the table, onto the table in areas, just to get behind some of these big old jars. Here we go. And she pulls out 3 of these little totems, and she reaches back. I apologize, we only have 3, but we can. I can give you a discount for the 3 of them.
Oh, I'll gladly take a discount. I
Sure,
also have quite a few other things too that I want to purchase. So.
All right, well, I will keep this in mind then.
Okay.
And she kind of goes and puts that off onto another table. Anything else?
So those are normally 25 gold apiece. What did she say? Oh.
She did not say.
Okay. Well, I'm just keeping track of how much money I have versus what I need to buy. I also need just a whole bunch of incense and like herbs and stuff for the purpose of find familiar spells. Probably a 10 total chunks.
That's a very popular spell to be casting these days. I do have the requisite amount. And she reaches in and grabs 2 big bags and another small box. You said 10 count?
Yes.
This is perfect. She puts the bag, the box up there, and then the 2 bags. That should be about 10 castings right there.
I also need about 100 gold worth of diamond dust. Specifically, has to be 100 gold worth of magic.
Magic. I know. Let me think. Diamond dust, and she kind of. Give me 1 sec. She goes behind the counter and into a back room, and you hear boxes being shoved aside and moved, and you hear a bag. You hear something heavy clang or slam to the ground, and she comes back out with a small box about this big, and well, I don't have dust, but I do have these diamonds. And she kind of opens the box up, and in it you see probably about a dozen smaller diamonds in there. She goes, I can part with these for I can part with all of them for about 500. But if you just want a few,
really that many. I just need approximately 100 gold worth of diamond dust.
And she pulls out 3 of the smaller diamonds. This will be about 100. If you can figure out a way to turn that into dust, that'll be yours there.
Now, another one that I'm looking for is a
Sure, no problem.
Generally expensive item, but perhaps some sort of hand-me-down or like used item. I need a holy item for the purpose of scrying. A silver bowl, a orb.
A scry focus.
But I don't have like that much money.
Unfortunately, I don't have a dented silver bowl.
Let me just check a few more spells. I really need to just put.
We do have our collection of crystal balls over there, and you see several in a row with like nice golden filigree around them, and those do go for about 1,200 apiece.
Yikes! I'm not made of money.
Who is?
Then that is all as far as spell components, as far as I can tell.
King is usually
What
made
you
of money.
have
That's
in the
good.
way of... I'm not looking for a bag of holding per se, but something that just carries a little bit more than it looks like it does. Perhaps a haversack of some kind. Or...
Uh-huh.
We are actually fresh out. I just had a young sailor request that my last haversack. However, I do have, and she reaches kind of beneath the desk and pulls out a grouping of these pouches that are about 4 or 5 inches across.
Yeah.
I can part with one of these for 300.
And what is it?
It's basically it's a smaller bag of holding. The pouch of procuring.
Yeah. When there's multiple pouches together, they can actually enter the same space.
That's just something I'm making up on the spot, man.
Oh, it's not like a specific item.
Okay, no, it's not a specific item.
How much weight does it hold?
It'll hold about 200 pounds.
300 gold?
Yep.
I'll take that, yes.
All right.
Yeah.
So that puts me at 3, 4, 5.
So for each of these, because you are such an interesting character, sorry. My my researcher's coming out. I can part with all of these for 500.
500 even?
Give you a little bit of a discount there.
That's a deal I'm willing to make.
All right.
Very nice.
And Donko's loaded. For someone being in nature, you sure have a lot of shiny things.
I don't spend a lot.
Money, we split our money evenly, and he doesn't spend money, so
I don't.
You add to it too.
A lot. I just want to meta knowledge here. My healing spells, like my good ones, are 1,000 per cast on average. So if we're gonna want stuff like lots of the good stuff, like Greater Restoration. Greater Restoration isn't as much. That one's 100 gold pieces, so that's the one I need the diamond dust for. But like, it's getting up there.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Frozen. Okay. Yeah. All right. 500 for all that. Easy purchase. All right. That's all for me then.
All right.
Did you only purchase enough diamonds for 100? Like that value up to 100?
Yeah, that 100 gold is a single cast of Greater Restoration.
No, but this is interesting because, well, I have magic item adept, which means I half the cost of production, which means technically that turns in then to 2 if I ground it down.
No, that's to create an item.
Yeah, that's to create a magic item.
Different.
Not to cast a spell. So.
But aren't I grounding down magic, like, it's diamonds?
Not quite how it works.
Okay.
Not the magic item itself.
All right.
Okay.
Still got a little bit of money.
Oh.
Cool.
Then she turned.
And actually, sorry. She'd mentioned that she's a researcher. I did want to ask her if she had any books on what is it that I needed to learn? I don't have my kit on me. Never mind. Oh no,
Okay.
Yeah, alchemy. If she has any alchemy books.
Unfortunately, none that I'm willing to sell, but I do know that the little elemental is quite a ways up towards the castle. If you wanted to make your way up there, then I'm sure they have books on alchemy and things like that.
Perfect. Thank you very much.
Of course. And for you, my good friend.
Yes, so does anything catch Charles's eye? I'm kind of just like, I messaged you what I'm always on the lookout for.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, other than that, is there anything that like is of interest?
For that specifically, I will say that you do see a grouping of rods off to one side, kind of tucked next to the other weapons. And she sees you kind of eyeing them. You're looking to increase your spell power, eh?
Yes, always on the lookout for that. These are certainly interesting. How much is one of these going for?
Well, she kind of pulls one out of like almost like an umbrella basket. I can part with one of these for. Ooh. Are you all together?
Yes, we are actually.
Well, for a group discount, I should say, I could probably part with one of these for $250.
Sold.
All right.
All right. I am gonna mark that off.
And it is a +1 rod of the Path Keeper.
Yes! Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I'm so excited. 250 you said? Okay.
250, yep. Gold, not silver.
I know. I am well aware.
I meant 250 platinum, thank you very much.
Oh no. 30. Yeah, that drained me, but it is completely worth it.
All right. So, she looks at you. Do you have everything you need?
I think I do.
Good. All right. Well, come back, please, whenever you need to. The Forsaken Ring is always open and available for business.
Sure.
And she kind of turns and heads back towards the back of the store as you make your way for the first time out the front. Chance.
Yes.
Roll a wisdom saving throw.
You start to wander. And you've been in this situation before, several times actually, as you've been in a new city trying to find for lack of a better term, because my brain is so tired and can't think of anything, a clubhouse. There's a better word for it, and I apologize.
Guild hall?
Hideout?
Yeah, one of those, a hideout.
A guild hideout. A guild
hideout. You start to wander, and you start to think and attempt to connect to your patron. And funny enough, I do need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
That's funny.
Let's see. That should be this. 23.
Wow. All right.
I survived whatever it was, didn't I?
See, wisdom saving throws aren't always a you're about to die kind of a thing situation. However, as you're walking through the city, you hear the whispers in the back of your mind at almost every intersection. Left, right, go straight. And you follow the whispers, and they seem to lead you into a random part of the city. You find that the the mountain, instead of being directly west, is now more of a northwest as you travel for most of the day.
That's a long time to be looking.
Deeper and deeper into the city. Until you hear stop as you stand next to a well. Just seemingly a normal well with a rain cover on it.
Right.
And one of those classic buckets with a wheel and a rope. But then you look over at the wooden post that the rain cover's on, or that holds the rain cover up, and you see a circle with a crescent moon inside, very lightly etched into it. And in fashion, you turn away from that directly towards a small shop. It says Mike's Meats on it. Looks like a butcher shop. However, the inside of the E has that same crescent moon and circle, very well hidden, but you know what to look for. And as you walk into the shop, you look around. No one's in there except for a burly individual back behind the counter. You see him with a big butcher's knife. He's sharpening it quickly without any effort. As he looks up, "Ah, yes. What cut can I get for you today?"
Hi. So, actually, there's someone I'm looking for. And as I'm talking, I pull a coin out of my pouch with the same crescent moon symbol, and flash it to him before putting it back away. And I am in need of some assistance, if possible.
New to town, eh?
Very.
Well, welcome. We always need another brother. Head down back, move the third crate, and head downstairs.
Thank you, sir.
I'll move it back. Don't worry about it.
All right.
And he keeps sharpening his knife and pulls up a cut of some kind and starts cutting it very quickly. As you head in the back, you count the crates down. And as you push the one crate, the third crate in, it moves effortlessly on a track. And you see behind it a staircase down that winds down. And you head on down. It goes for a decent ways, too, before leveling out and opening up into the best way to describe it is an office-like space. You have some desks set up with paper on them, and a single individual who looks up from her desk and You stop abruptly in your tracks because the face looking back at you is one that you have thought of almost every day. As your mother seems to be staring back at you. And that's where we're going to end tonight, guys.
I was going to say, like, oh, he's got some connections. And then I'll, like, oh. maybe we'll find a way off this island. Maybe.
Okay.
Well, that was unexpected.
Wow. Okay.
All right.
All right, well.
Okay. I gotta finish.
Welcome to Malprai, guys.
Yeah. Wait, Josh, before we end, can I ask to have bought one more thing? I need... It doesn't really specify the cost of it, but I need a bottle of holy water, and I assume that's just the regular item. Holy water is like 25 gold?
Yep, 25 gold.
25 gold flat or discount?
She already gave you a decent discount, so it would probably have been a solid 25.
Okay, can do.
For that one.
I went from 280 to 33 gold, and it was all worth it.
Gosh dang.
I have 24.
Well, 800. So
holy
crap, dude!
You have how much?
I just don't spend it.
He has 800.
800?
That's about what I had, actually.
Rat's just carrying them around. I thought they were mostly used for, like, weights, training weights.
I clean my teeth with. I don't clean my teeth.
Just kidding.
Just kidding.
So I just want to put this out there, guys. I prepared 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different places that you could have gone, depending on which that D100 roll was at the very beginning.
Nice.
Wow.
I've been going freaking nuts recently.
I believe it. That is a lot of work.
So that's why you have... Okay.
Yeah.
So...
Yes.
So theoretically, depending on the role, we either could have ended up back where the Sentinels were, or maybe even where Chance was.
Yeah.
I had places all over Unaria set up.
Wow.
That's a lot of work. That's awesome.
And do you guys want to see here real quick?
Oh yeah, you've been working on some maps, haven't you?
Yeah. Let me share this.